Well, hello there. Welcome to This Guy, That Guy with Steven and Andrew. Andrew and Steven. There is one of us that's missing once again. Not because he's doing his nails and not because he's sick, but he's a coach. So he's coaching a girls basketball playoffs, I believe. He can correct me if I'm wrong when he gets back on here. Hopefully we get an episode over on Saturday together. Just the day before the Super Bowl. I will be working on the Super Bowl day, so hopefully I can either record it or just watch it on my phone or at work. I don't know. Figure it out. Sucks because, one of my teams is in the Super Bowl. So it was a good rematch between the Niners and Chiefs. As far as any recent content other than Harbaugh hires and no football really this last weekend other than the Pro Bowl events and all that shit. I personally don't really watch the Pro Bowl. I don't know. It's kind of boring. They've changed it though. There's some fun stuff. Sorry, I got dude in the background barking at some random shit in the street. So that's great. Yeah, my Sunday was spent recovering from the desert. Luckily, I can't complain too much. Someone's yelling. Anyway, luckily I can't complain too much because it's like the one sunny day I'm back in San Diego and going to the beach. While other people are fucking dealing with, being crazy and just yelling out in the street right now with my dog barking at him. I could be that guy. So, that's pretty good. Or be this dog that goes back and forth. I don't know. But, it's finally been raining for the past 2 days. Not too bad. But we didn't come here. We're not here for the weather. We're going to talk about some goddamn football. We're not going to talk too much about it either. It's already been killed enough by the media, I'm sure. And once again, like I said, I just got back from the desert. You see this cooler. I had to rinse it out. Fucking one of the goddamn Coke Zeros blew up in there. So, yeah. As in King of the Hammers, by the way. So that was pretty fun. If you don't know what King of the Hammers is, look it up on YouTube. If you do, if you've done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, and my dumbass fell off a bike. So I had to go to the chiropractor today, and I feel great now. So, if you saw me yesterday, different story. It's fucking grumpy, fucking barely moving. Fucking sucked. Shit. So it was great to go to the chiro today. Alright, so with our two teams, one game coming up on Sunday. I believe it's 3:30 Pacific time. Let's see. Gonna be over in Vegas. Sure, let's see. Yeah. 3:30. Look, these are two teams that have flaws. And it's actually pretty impressive that they both made it. Obviously, the Niners were pretty much the favorite from the get-go, going throughout the season, eliminating all the NFC Titans, right? Obviously, when we faced a AFC team that's probably used to snow, that's used to beating up on each other, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, fucking A, dude, those are some tough teams. And, of course, the weather, right? This season, anyway, Brock doesn't seem like his hands like a wet ball. I don't think any quarterback does. But it seems to be a slightly more of a problem for him, right? As you see in games. So the Niners coming in at the end. Yes, looking flawed. Yes, they've been favored the whole time. Defense has definitely looked kind of on the weak side, especially comparing to the Niners themselves, right, to past years. And then as for the Chiefs, it's quite the opposite. Their offense looking flawed, their offense looking weak, and their defense looking strong, and their run game looking strong. So that's the kind of the strange thing, because the last time the last time these two teams faced each other, one was known for defense and the other for offense. And it looks like it might be flipped this time. Yes, maybe not as explosive, or probably not even close, right, to the past Chiefs offense of being absolutely explosive. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, that team was fucking amazing, right? And then that year, Mahomes looked like Magic Man, dude. The guy could get out of anything, yes. He got sacked a few times, yes. He threw a couple picks, which before that game, he really hadn't, right? But throughout the game, he's still elusive and still made plays and made a comeback and won his first Super Bowl, right? So, and that's what the Niners having a lead. So, that started, I believe, the Chiefs dynasty, right? They're probably, you can call them a dynasty now. They've been in the mix every year, much like the Patriots of the past, right? And they're starting over time accumulate haters, right? And they're under a microscope. You know, you always hear about not Mahomes himself, but relatives and people close to him. The media's zoned in on him, right? So that kind of sucks. I mean, that sucked for him, right? So the Chiefs coming in, they know how to win a grimy game. They can stick it out. They can just run it. And, of course, they have, let's just say it, the best quarterback in the league right now. It is what it is. So, with that being said, with these two teams facing off each other, I believe it's going to be a grimy game, but that is like something I like to say a lot, right? If you look at the past videos, if you're going to watch any videos, shit, have I even watched videos? But these two teams are built for a grimy game. And the Niners finally winning grimy games the past two times, finally have, I'm sure they knew they had it in them, right? But as a fan from outside looking in, it's like, do these guys have that Jim Harbaugh coached grimy game in them? And the answer has always been, for the most part, no. You know, the front runners, and they get a lead and run it down your throat and call it a game. So, with them being behind 2 games in the playoffs and being favored going into it, it's pretty cool that they can come out on top at the end and win the grimy games. And yes, there's luck involved, right? But there's also luck involved in any championship run. As you can see, if I'm saying that, I'm going to choose the Niners. I am a Niners fan. But it won't be an easy game. There will probably be moments where, holy shit, the Chiefs might win this shit, right? And you can't ever count out Mahomes, Andy Reid, any of those fuckers. And Kelce looks like his old self now. Maybe he's fully focused now. Maybe in the regular season he wasn't. Because playoffs Kelce versus regular season Kelce this year, not last year, this year, is different. Whereas playoff Kelce looks like regular Kelce that we know of the past. And regular season Kelce of this year looks like maybe distracted or slow. I don't know. Obviously, you can always point to like the Tay thing, right? Maybe he's distracted by that. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is, looks like you flipped the switch. That's all that matters. If you're a Chiefs fan, you're like, fuck yeah. They flipped the switch. You guys probably been waiting for this all year. And if I were you, I'd be stoked. And I'd like my odds too. Just considering that they can run it, they can win grimy games, and you have Patrick Mahomes. Like, that in itself, if I was a Chiefs fan, I'd be like, fuck yeah, we're going to beat the fucking Niners. So I'm trying to be objective. Obviously, I'm going to pick my team, but would I be surprised if the Chiefs come out and win it? Probably not. Probably not. Because you can say the same thing about those old Tom Brady teams, right? Mahomes is on the way there. He's not there yet. We got to compare him to Montana first, right? And God damn it. That son of a bitch is fucking good, man. He's fucking good. So you can't count these guys out. And you just can't. Like, they're a pain in the fucking ass. So if the Niners want to win this, let's go ahead and kick off that, right? We'll kick off, like, if the Niners want to win it, do a little thing, right? And then we'll do a little, if the Chiefs want to win it. And obviously, I'm going to pick the Niners in the end. Got this koozie from King of the Hammers. Cool. All right. So if the Niners want to win this thing, obviously, Shanahan's going to defer, right? So that means, let's just say, the Chiefs get the ball first. The Niners defense needs to make a statement this game. There can't be any bullshit about it, right? They got to make a statement this game. Because they look like shit in the first halves of both the last two games. And, I mean, most people probably say if you watch Niner games, you can kind of see this coming from the regular season. I mean, there's been questions about Steve Wilkes, the defensive coordinator. You know, he's a cornerback bias coordinator, but the Niners are the defense itself. If you look at it on paper, it's the front seven, right? It's not cornerback. The only person that maybe someone that's a casual would know, Ward, maybe not. It's not like he's on the Richard Sherman or the Revis, right? Everyone knows Revis Island. He's not on that level, whereas any casual knows that motherfucker, right? So, with that being said, you can tell throughout the season, it's gotten better, though, with him going from being upstairs, right, looking over, calling plays, and then goes to the headset, Fred Warner, and then he tells everybody what's the play going to be. With him being up there to going, this is after the 3 losses, by the way, to going down ground level, face to face, talking to his defense, and instilling confidence in his guys, right? I mean, the guy's been a head coach, so he can handle being a defensive coordinator and the pressure that comes with it. So, yeah, thanks, dude. Great. Just love that for the podcast. Anyway, and there he goes. So, with that being said, they're going to have to make a statement. That there's no if or buts about it. If you're the Niners, you got to make a statement as a defense, and you're going to have to come out with a punt. At the very least, I guess a field goal, right? But the Chiefs are going to come out with their scripted plays. Every team has, the really strong script of going down and scoring, right, on the first drive. So, and I believe they're going to test the 49ers run defense with no Hufanga to help with the run. He is one of our safeties, we lost him early in the year, so you'd think we'd be adjusted to him by now. And the Niners, if you just give me one moment, we'll go ahead and get dude settled down. Okay. Where were we? So, dude is now settled down. As in, he's in the house now. So we have to hear the continuous barking. He's usually pretty chill, but he's been, in the house cooped up because it's been raining for the past 2 days, and he hates the water. So that doesn't help him. So the Chiefs are going to test that Niners run defense. That's exactly what's going to happen. And, and hopefully they can stop it, right? So that means they got to stack the box. Might open up some passing for Mahomes, right? Kelsey and Rice. Those are the top two we got to watch out for. And then there's everybody else. So we're making a statement and getting pressure to Mahomes. And I mean, even if you get pressure on him, the guy's, great enough to overcome that pressure. But you got to get pressure on him. It's just force him to make a decision that much sooner, right? And yes, he's the best in the business when it comes to being able to make a split-second decision. But nonetheless, you have to do it, right? Otherwise, it's just a cakewalk. And obviously, the Niners going to have to score, right? Going to have to get some touchdowns. With it being a grimy game, maybe it might look like a 20-ish game for both teams, right? So that's the possibility. It could be a nail-biter at the end for both teams. Meaning the Niners, if they want to win this game, you can't have any turnovers. And if you do, your fucking defense better get one extra turnover. And then if they do, you better get at least a field goal off that turnover, right? Gotta make points off of it. I guess at the very least, you're chewing up time, but that's only if you're ahead. If you end up having a punt on your turnover. Oh, it's a neighbor. So, I guess we'll see, right? So hopefully they get turnovers. Or don't turn out. So for the Niners to win, make a statement on defense, right? You got to score when you do have the ball. That's any team, right? But the Niners are so weak on the run. At least from the eye test, right? I'm not a huge stats guy. But, I mean, you can just see it. They're weak on the run. And then they haven't been able to get home either. Having, the most expensive fucking guy in Bosa in the league, right? On the defense. A non-quarterback. He needs to get home, right? I don't care if you double teamed. Fucking get there, right? Obviously. Be nice if Chase Young can help him out, right? On the other end. So if Bosa's calling that double team, the other fucker gotta get fucking home, right? And the interior, all that. So, biggest weakness for the Niners, run defense. Worst comes to worst, the offense needs to be humming from the get-go to help out the defense, right? Keep them rested, stay on the field, as in the offense needs to stay on the field, chew up time, keeps you guys fresh for that pass rush, and hopefully you can bring that trophy home, right? As for the Chiefs, well, before we move on, Purdy's pretty good against the blitz, and Spagnuolo likes the blitz. So that could work in our favor. Him wanting to blitz and get home quick. So as long as the Niners have some hot routes and quick slants and just dump it off to McCaffrey or run it towards the blitz or jet sweeps, double reverse, all that stuff, right? Keep that defense chasing you and run them down to the ground. Fucking get them tired, right? If you're a Niners fan, I am a Niners fan. But if you're a Niners fan, if I'm being objective, right? You want your team to run this defense into the ground. And yes, it's a great defense, but you just keep running them. They're going to get tired, just like anyone else would, right? So make sure you score on every position, whether it be a field goal or touchdown, because this is going to be one of those games. It's going to get close at the end. And it being in the 20s, that definitely means people have punted, right? So every point fucking counts in this one. It's not going to be a shootout, and it's not going to be a blowout game either. It's going to be grimy. So if you're a Niners fan, you want your defense to show up, you want your defense to stop the run, and you want your offense scoring any type of points possible, right? And staying on the field to give your defense a rest. Now, if you're a Chiefs fan, this is good news for you, man. If you're Chiefs fans, you want to run it down these fuckers' throats. You want to run it down the Niners' throats. You run it until they fucking can't stop that fucker. Or, I mean, in a sense of that they sent everything in order to stop it, then you fucking pass it because you have the best fucking quarterback in the league. You know? That's exactly what I would do. I would hope for as a Chiefs fan. So, the Chiefs' offense is definitely going to be tough for that Niners defense. Because then it opens up play action, it opens up Mahomes just scramble drill, you know, and then obviously they'll be in the playoffs now. They've clicked, and now these receivers are coming back. They know Mahomes' tendencies. I'm not talking about Kelsey. I'm talking about the other receivers. Kelsey, they're already in sync, dude. These two are in sync, and the dropsies are gone. They're not dropping passes anymore, dude. So, if you're a Chiefs fan, you want to run it down their throat. You want a time of possession. And be smart passing, right? And on top of that, you have the best quarterback in the league. So, if I was a Chiefs fan, I'd be excited to go against that Niners defense. And just run it down their throats. And the Niners like to just rush, 5. So you just pick up the 5 guys. I'm hoping, as a Niners fan, they would do a little more blitzing and get home because they haven't gotten home, right? But history shows that they're not going to blitz a lot. They just aren't. So, the Chiefs offense should be able to take advantage of that, run down the throats, and then pass as a secondary. And it's something they've been doing all year. Except now they're going against a weaker rush defense. So with these two teams being flawed, the offense of the Chiefs hasn't been as strong as it is in the past. They're not scoring as fast, but them being able to run it and keep time of possession. I mean, the balls only go back and forth so many times each game. It's not like in years past where, boom, they score in a minute, and then it's the other team's turn. And then, boom, they score in a minute again, other team's turn. So, and by them being able to run it gives their defense more rest, which is the better defense of the two teams. So, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I want my team to fucking run it, control time of possession, give my defense a rest. And as in the defensive side, they're going to have to get to Brock Purdy, right? Who's another great quarterback when it comes to facing the rush, as in blitzes, right? So there's going to be hot routes, there's going to be slants, there's going to be, like I said earlier, right? They're going to dump it off to Debo, they're going to dump it off to McCaffrey's a given. You have to plan for that fucker, right? And then just when you forget about fucking Kittle, that fucker pops off. So a Chiefs defense is going to have to keep pressure on Purdy. You're going to have to put your hands up. You're going to have to block those lanes, right? Because, what are you, 6'1", 6'2", right? So you block those passing lanes with your hands and try and get his head that way of blocking passes and force him to sidearm, force him to roll out of the pocket. And just remember, that fucker is slippery as fuck too. Not as slippery as Mahomes, but he is slippery. So, and he'll try to make a play, he won't just slip out and then throw it away. He's going to slip out and then try to get to Kittle, right? Or Ayuk. So you have a great route runner in Ayuk, so you have to look out for him. And then Kittle, just when you think he's blocking, he slips out and fucking goes up the seam and fucking, gets a pass and it's a touchdown. Or within 10 yards. And then McCaffrey being this fucking combo fucking wide receiver running back. Same with Debo. They got two of these fuckers running around. So you have to keep an eye on them. So if you can get interior pressure, though, on Purdy, specifically the right side of the line being weak, if you get the right guard pushed into him, you force him to either step up and try to slide by or slip by, or he ends up rolling out. And he'll roll out either way. He'll throw across his body. So that's one thing. Even if he can roll left, like he's still going to throw. He's willing to throw across his body, or roll right and throw. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like he makes plays happen as well, which Niner fans are excited about, right? That's something that the Chiefs did not face last time around with Jimmy G. So for Chiefs defense, obviously you're going to want to start the run, and then because McCaffrey, right? Everything goes through McCaffrey, and then everybody else. And the second it's Debo, and then it's Kittle. But Ayuk is the primary passing threat, right? The guy is a route running motherfucker. Like, he's got great routes, great timing. He's clutch. And Purdy and Ayuk are on the same page, much like Mahomes and Kelsey are. So that's what we have to look out for as a Chiefs fan, Chiefs defense. You got to get interior pressure and force them out, and hopefully you get bad decisions, right? So far, Purdy's proven that he makes, for the most part, good decisions. And yes, he has gotten lucky on the other side, right? But what quarterback hasn't? Last week, the one really good lucky one was bouncing off the helmet, and then Ayuk catching it for a TD, or no, that ended up being a 2-yard or something. Shit. Anyway, there's luck involved, right? So that's what the two teams need to do in order to win this game. Now, prediction, who's going to really win it? It's going to be Niners. Let's just go with a 24-21. Bam. Both teams get 3 tubs, and Niners just win by a field goal. Now, that's dangerous. You can go to overtime with that because the Niners' other weakness, besides run defense, is the special teams. So Debo will probably be out there catching for kickbacks, all that, right? Running back and shit, kickoffs, and but it's the kicker. So the punter, one of the Niners, is excellent. The kicker, not so excellent. Whereas the Chiefs, I'd call them excellent. Was it Buckner? I'd say excellent. He's pretty damn good. I like him on our team. So that being said, when it comes to a nail biter, that 3 points won't be at the end of the game. Now, if it's 21-21 and the Niners come up to try to get that field goal, and let's say that's to win the game, it won't happen. It'll go overtime before Moody wins the game. He'll miss it. That's exactly what will happen. But that field goal for the 24-21 will happen second quarter, third quarter, somewhere around there. So the pressure won't be on him. Now, if it comes down to 21-21 and Niners have it last, Niners miss that field goal. Now, if the Chiefs have it, I'd have more confidence that the Chiefs will make that field goal and win the game. So, if the Niners were to have the opportunity to win the game on a field goal, more likely than not, it's a good thing because it goes this overtime, right? With the miss. And then with the new rules, it gives both teams a chance. So that's what you want as a Niners fan. If you're going to win with a game-ending field goal, obviously you want the fucker to make it, and you don't have to go to overtime. But honestly, he hasn't proven he can make those. He's not McPherson, dude. That'd be an awesome rookie to have. He's not a rookie this year, but you know what I'm saying? When he was a rookie, the fucker was making everything. And he still makes everything, right? So, yeah. If it has to rely on a game-ending winning field goal, the Niners either go to overtime or they lost. That's it. So, you're going to want to at the very least go to overtime. Try to win in overtime. With that being said, the special teams for Chiefs does look better. Niners, they just need to kick it out of the end zone every time. Don't allow for any returns. Don't want to deal with any of that bullshit, right? When it comes to the kickoff defense. Definitely. So 24-21, and that field goal not being the last score for the Niners if they were going to win it. Now it could be 21-21, and then 24 for the Chiefs, right? They'd probably win it at the very end. So, but being a Niner fan, dude, still barking. That's great. You gotta stick with who I know, or with my team. It's gonna be Niners, 24-21. But would not be surprised if the Chiefs come out and win it. They've been playing great. With that being said, that's my prediction for this weekend coming up. Hopefully I can watch it. We'll see. Funny thing is, I have the Sunday off and the Sunday after the Super Bowl off. So I won't even get a chance to... It's like, fucking A, I got the wrong Sundays off. So we'll see what happens. Now, I just want to go over. I know... dang, it would suck to go over without Andrew, but just a little bit. Well, just a little bit. All right. Now, what is I wanted to go over? Moving off the Super Bowl into, I guess, boring stuff, right? So, forgive me. I've been in the desert, so I haven't kept up on the news. The internet kind of sucks out there. Let me look up Bill Belichick, right? I don't believe he's got any job offers over the weekend. Let's see here. Weighs in coaching next season. So he's not a coach, right? Which is fine. I think it's good that, you know what, let this fucker sit out. I mean, he is 71, so he probably doesn't want to sit out. But, hold on, I gotta get my screen back over here. All that shit. So, with that being said, got a couple light bulbs going out. Well, shit, I gotta fix those up. Anyway, so, with that being said, I wonder if anyone brings him on as an advisor just for the season, or I heard a really great take by, who was it? John Middlecoff. He said that Belichick should go to the media for a year to essentially sell himself. So I'm not gonna. That's his take. You can go over to 3 and Out, listen to him. For whatever reason you found this show before 3 and Out, I mean, damn. Make a shout out in the comments if that happened. But I'm pretty sure you've heard of 3 and Out before you've heard of this fucking show, this guy, that guy. But I'd be fucking stoked if you found out about us and then like, oh shit, let me go listen to John Middlecoff, which he's like aggressive, right? I like listening to him, but he's aggressive on the mic. It does sell though, right? So I don't know if that's his natural personality or not. I don't know the guy. Whereas, I don't know, I view myself as pretty chill, so it might not get as many viewers. I don't know. Fuck it. So, I mean, you're just getting Steven from this guy, that guy. Fuck it. Is that our fucking slogan? So, he had a really good take with that. If you want to... Yeah, it's cold out here, but I'm wearing shorts. Anyway. I liked the take a lot. That was a really good segment. So, he had some great points on it. So, Bill Belichick not being out there in the market. The biggest pickup is Jim Harbaugh. I know Andrew carried for a little bit at the end of the last video talking about Jim Harbaugh. I want to go ahead and put my 2 cents on it. I want to go in depth. I think we keep talking about Jim Harbaugh for like 2 cents for the past. This is the 3rd video now. Maybe 4th. I don't know. Pretty popular guy, right? So, that being said, Jim Harbaugh going to the Chargers. It's probably the best NFL quarterback he's had in the NFL, right? Because he didn't get, it's not like he got Andrew Luck when he came to the NFL. So, Justin Herbert. I try to look up some stuff on what Justin Herbert thinks of what the hire of his new coach. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Shit, I don't know. So, obviously he would just say some generic answer like, oh, I look forward to my coach, blah, 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 blah. My coach, yeah, it's too bad I lost Joe Staley. You know, any like a PR bullshit, right? You don't know exactly. I mean, you kind of guess. Right? He's like, oh, thank God. Fucker's gone, right? Possibly. Allegedly. Right? As Pat McAfee would say. Now, if you fucking found the show before Pat McAfee, I'd be fucking impressed. Let's be real, though. That didn't happen. So, Jim Harbaugh having the best quarterback he's ever had in the NFL. And then, I believe he hired Greg Roman, who's a decent, above average offensive coordinator. Yes. When it comes to NFL, he pissed off fan bases from San Francisco 49ers, can't say Frisco, whatever, from the Niners and Baltimore, right? I'm not sure about Stanford when he was there. That's great. I just love that dude's just barking away. It'd be nice to tell him to shut up. That'd be nice. He just needs to chill out, man. He's got the name to chill out. And now he's getting another dog started up. Oh my God. The end of this podcast is turning into a fucking dog show. God damn it. Alright, so with Greg Roman joining Jim Harbaugh, you know there's going to be a run game. It's good news if you're a Chargers fan. I live in San Diego. A lot of people don't. Half the people don't like Chargers because of how they left and all that shit, right? But, man, they should come back. I'd fucking love to go to games over here. So, they're going to finally get a run game for Herbert for that offense. Fucking A. Holy shit. Now they can make a run at the Chiefs. Is that big to say? Chiefs will be the gatekeepers. Let's be real for the AFC, right? But if Harbaugh can get this program turned around in 2 years, and he's proven, the guy has proven he can. That son of a bitch is good at turning around programs. It's fucking annoying. you're a Chargers fan, you're like, fuck yeah. That's right. Fuck yeah. So, maybe as a Chargers fan, you're not super excited about Greg Roman, but you know what? Let's be honest. The guy's a decent coordinator, above average. You probably don't have to worry about him going to take a head coach job. He's going to fucking be there. It's probably the best part. Whereas a lot of these other guys, fucking there for a couple of seasons and bam, fucking gone to the head coaching job. It's like, okay, fuck your quarterback. It's like, fucking, hey, I just learned how to do the system, all that shit. Now you expect me to learn a new fucking system, and who knows if it fucking works? Does it work to my strengths or any of that shit? So, with her being able to rely on the run, and then still do Herbert shit, which is fucking figure it out when you get out of the pocket and be able to run himself. Fuck yeah. If I'm a Chargers fan, it's the fucking motto this upcoming year is fuck yeah. They're going to make the playoffs. Minimum. Wild card. They're making the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. That's Andrew's team. I don't know what he would say. If they'd win how they beat the Chiefs, and I don't know, man. As far as the Broncos, he really cares. Yes, you have Sean Payton, but I mean, meh. Alright, I'll start it right again. Oh, some crazy ASMR. Wow. Oh my god, it's raining. So, with the rain, it's not going to rain in the Chargers, bro. Let's be real. Yeah, dude. If you're a Chargers fan, fucking stoked. As far as the defensive coordinator, though, he's bringing that bugger from Michigan with him. This would be his first defensive coordinator job in NFL. So that'll be interesting. So he's been a defensive coordinator before, obviously for Michigan and Georgia now, but not in the NFL. So we'll see how he fares against NFL offenses, right? Ooh. So smoking the ganja. Wow. Actually smells decent for once. And it's raining. Dude. It's fucking nice. So, as a Chargers fan, we totally got distracted here. But dude, the fucking ganja, the fucking rain, and the fucking cold ones. I made sure to cover it this time, like, see? Better fucking sponsor me and then I'll fucking just show what I'm drinking. That simple. I won't even say what I'm drinking. Shit, it's fucking water, okay? Fucking really good water. Shit. But, so, that's my only concern if I'm a Chargers fan. I try to look at everything as if I'm a fan of that team. If you haven't noticed, right? I've been saying that throughout the whole video. Oh my god. If you actually made it this far in the video, congratulations. I can't believe it. It's probably because you actually left it play while driving or you're at work. Holy shit. Someone walks in the room or gets in your car while I'm whispering. That's super creepy. You know, especially if it's not a chick whispering. I don't know. And then it's kind of strange, so I'm just keep whispering throughout the video. So what happens in that awkward moment when they step in the car or your office, and I'm just randomly whispering, what goes through their fucking mind of what you're doing? Holy shit. Dude, if I were you, I'd just fucking turn off the radio, dude, or whatever, fucking phone, some shit. Because it's like, what they're gonna think about you after that, or what type of excuse do you have to come up with for them to, like, believe you? I guess you'd have to show them the show. This guy, that guy. We'll go end it with that, dude. I probably left a broken ass take on Harbaugh, but shit, great hire. We'll talk about it more. We'll do a whole episode on it with Andrew. Well, thanks for tuning in with This Guy, That Guy. This is Stephen Andrew. Andrew's doing his nails again. Yeah, he is.